Hey guys, it's Jacob Jake's Metal Chat, and I hope you're all well and staying safe. I know I'm a bit late doing this video. I was coming back from Iceland on the day I was going to do it. I didn't get back until about nearly 9:30 in the evening. The coach from London was a bit late getting to the coach station, and the flight was slightly delayed coming back from Iceland. But apart from that, absolutely loved Iceland, fell in love with it, saw so many mountain areas and glaciers, and were just a lot of words, rivers, went on a black sandy beach, got a lot of pictures, and just loved every single minute of it. And I found out about a festival from the first band that I'll be showing you in a minute, called Reykjavik Death Fest. A couple of my mates went to it, and it looked really cool, and I'm hoping to go to it next year because there's so many things in Reykjavik I didn't get to actually, get to see, because we all planned out what we were doing when we were getting there. Me, my mum, my brother, and my nan. Yeah, just absolutely loved it. I'm hoping to go back next year. So without further ado, this is my September collection update. I didn't have time to do it yesterday because I was going out somewhere. Didn't do it on the first because, again, I was recovering from my long journey and my holiday as a whole. So I thought I'd do it today, and there was some CDs here I haven't got around to actually probably just sitting down and listening to. Lucky I got nothing on until the evening tomorrow, and nothing on Sunday because I'm out Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thursday for a mate's birthday, Friday for a gig, and Saturday for a few other mates' birthdays. Sorry. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get on with the first band. This is a band that I saw before I went on holiday. I saw my HI's Vikings, the last one, and Warhorn's Late Winter Fest in 2022, which was called Post Winter Fest. This is Akilla. This is their debut album, The Gods Have Spoken, which will be an album that I will be sitting down tomorrow and listening to. Sitting down and listening to tomorrow, just to rephrase that. What do you get with these guys? Melodic death metal, really groovy as well. If that's not your thing, then this band won't be for you. But for anyone that does like melodic death metal, which is slightly groovy, definitely a band for you. And I heard a few songs from this album when they played Griffest on the Thursday, and absolutely great band. There's the back, band members, thanks list to everyone that helped them with the album and supported them. And as the CD was a little bit of artwork. Yes, I got the fan on because it was a bit hot. It was a bit hot when I got up this morning. I'll be going out for a walk after this, but anyway, Akilla, really cool band. Like I said, played the Late Winter Fest in 2022 in Warhorns, at Warhorns. Saw them at HI's Vikings in Sheffield, and then I saw them again here. And two of the members told me about that festival I just mentioned, and they played Iceland before, and that'd be a really cool place to play, I think, definitely, because they got quite a lot of bands over in Iceland. And of course, if you've been following my Instagram, you saw that I played a very, very old band from the early 90s called Sororicide, with their only album, The Entity, which I still need to find. But yeah, if you're into your Melodeath, Akilla, The Gods Have Spoken. All bands will be in the list in the description below. Next one. This one's from Denmark. These bands here were ones that played Warhorns this year. This one played Saturday. The other two played the Friday where Aventel played. So the first one I'll be showing you is from Denmark. The folk metal is Vansind with their EP MXIII, which is the Roman numeral 413. And I had Danny and Lena on the chat. If you haven't seen the chat, then I will post it either somewhere around here or actually down there below, so you know where you can find their stuff and where you can follow them and so forth. Same with all the other bands. So what do you get with Vansind? Folk metal from Denmark, been going since 2019. They've been going for 4 years. They got a debut album coming out in November, the 17th of November this year. Can't wait to listen to the whole thing, because they did release a single a while back. Can't wait to hear the whole thing. Hearing that single and thinking, well, I heard that, so the whole album's going to be amazing. But this EP is amazing as well. Like this as well. So you got CD, black and white, back of the booklet, black and white, and there's some artwork in the booklet here. Yeah, absolutely fantastic band. They're great in person. Michael, their new bass player, gave me some good bass tips on my technique on how I play my bass. So thank you for that, man. It's very much appreciated, and I've taken that on board. And I hope you're watching it, and I hope you're good. I hope all the guys from Vansind are doing well. So definitely check this band out if you're into your folk metal. I know some people are a bit iffy about folk metal, but I mean, that's fair enough. But I absolutely love this stuff. Absolutely love it. And it was great to see these guys live. Absolutely fantastic band. So once again, this is Vansind with 113 on 2021. Now on to a band from Portugal who know a good friend of mine, Tiago Costa of Jotun and Fire Mage. And a friend of mine, my friend Andre, who is a member of a pagan group that I'm part of in Bristol. A friend of his, she did guest vocals on the 4th track on the first album I will be showing you here. This is their 2010 release. This is Gwydion. Of course, all the way from Portugal. This is Horn Triskelion. And there's the back. She's on track number 4, which I'm not even going to try and pronounce, but if you can pronounce it, great. Because my pronunciation skills are not that great. That's the CD. What do you get with these guys? Symphonic, folk, melodic death metal. Again, I love this stuff. And going forward, I will be showing more folk metal, of course, death metal, thrash metal, black metal, doom metal, sludge metal, going forward from the channel. And a lot of you know I like my old school death metal. You can see by this poster. Massacre, Devilish and Hammer, and Grave. Of course, Devilish and Hammer being death thrash. You know what I love. And this is one of them. Absolutely fantastic symphonic folk melodic death metal. Headlined the Friday, the day that Avantel played. Was like pretty much over the moon when I found out I was going to be playing the same day as these guys, because I have heard these guys before, and this will be an album I will be listening to tomorrow, of course, along with Akilla. This isn't the only album I picked up with theirs. I got their self-titled from 2020, and there's a much clearer picture of the band there. Not that this one isn't clear, but this one you can see them more up close. This one you see them in a nice snowy mountainous area. So if you're not familiar with Gwydion, do check them out if you are into your, again, symphonic folk melodic death metal. I like symphonic metal when it's mixed with folk and melodeath, but there are a few symphonic metal bands like it, but as you know, love my death and thrash and black and doom, sludge, folk. But definitely Gwydion is a band for you. So Horn Triskelion and the self-titled. So Huntress Scullion from 2010. And the self-titled from 2020. So that's been out for 3 years, self-titled, and Huntress Scullion for 13 years now. It's good. This next one, a band all the way from Sweden, had one of the members on my chat very recently. That will be near the end of this video, so you can find it over here somewhere. But most likely where I'm pointing now. This is from 2021. This is the second album because I don't have their debut. I wish I did, but I don't. This is Zornheym. And this is their 2021 release, the Zornheym Sleep Experiment. Absolutely fantastic album. And yes, it comes like a book, like a DVD. Like DVD, and there's a little book up there. The CD's there, which there you go, right there. And I can show you the inside, like, because I asked them about it, and they just said that's how they wanted it done. But if you haven't seen the chat, like I said, it'll be no, over here. It's the band there, and I realized I didn't show the books from the other bands. I'll show you a little bit of the artwork in here. I think there was a picture of like, yeah. Of course, when I asked them if you have seen the chat, you know, but if you haven't, as I say that the title of the album reminds me of a creepypasta called The Russian Sleep Experiment. For anyone that hasn't watched any YouTubers that read out creepypastas, it's a really good one to listen to. And if you get a chance to read it yourself, really, really awesome read. And these guys are an excellent band. They were on before Gwydion, like way before. They were the co-headliner. Again, loved every single minute of their set. It was great to actually meet them in person, meeting Zorn in person. Of course, we discussed him coming on as a guest, and we got around to it because obviously I was going to be busy one day because he wanted to do Thursday, but we changed it to the Wednesday. Again, if you've seen the chat, awesome. If not, it will be somewhere floating on there, but most likely there. But what do you get with these guys? Symphonic black death metal. Love this band. Hope to see them again. I hope they come back to the UK again. Same with Gwydion. And absolutely fantastic album. The only one I haven't heard yet is their debut, which I will be getting around to. Well, if I got time today, I'll listen to them today. And like I said, I got time tomorrow to listen to a few of these CDs, but I might actually listen to one of them later on tonight. Thinking about it because I haven't got anything on tonight. So, yeah. So debut album, let me go around to that, is called "Where Hatred Dwells and Darkness Reigns," which I did not pick up when they played, but I got this CD and the T-shirt, and they're working on a new album, and I can't wait for that to be out. And if they release a single for a new song of theirs, guaranteed I'll be playing that over and over again because there's quite a lot of songs I've just been playing over and over again, even if the songs have been out for a while. But this has been out for 2 years now. Fantastic stuff. If you like symphonic black death, then you're gonna like this album. So again, Zornheym with the Zornheym Sleep Experiment. Now, those were the ones I got at Warhorns this year. These are ones I got at Black City Records. And this is a classic. Everyone's going to know it. But I know there's going to be a lot of you that don't know this band or even this album. This is a classic thrash metal band. One of my all-time favorites. This is their album from 1989. This is Testament with Practice What You Preach. You cannot go wrong with this album. This album is just ridiculously freaking heavy, right? And I know there's a lot of people who have not listened to Testament, but for those who do, you know how fucking great they are. The live shows, their albums, just yeah, their live shows are just mental. But for those who don't, and you're like, well, I don't know very many thrash metal bands. Can you recommend a band? Can you recommend an album? Yes, this one. Definitely this one. Testament, practice what you preach. I'm going to keep saying that because it's a great song. Excellent song, excellent band. I met Gene Hoglan and Steve Giorgio 3 years ago after they played here in Bristol with Exodus and Death Angel. Two others you should check out if you haven't checked them out. But those who have been listening to metal as long as I have, with a little bit longer than I have, you know, Testament. Of course, I didn't need to do the introduction. So, a lot of you know them, but they are deserving of one nonetheless. There's the CD. Booklet. Band at the time was the Chuck Billy right there. I think there might be some lyrics. Got the lyrics to, of course, the title track, Practice What You Preach. I'm trying to think if there is a... Oh, there's a band picture. Of course, you need a good, solid band picture now. Yeah, classic thrash. There's a lot more I can tell you, a lot more bands that in the genre of thrash metal that I can list. But definitely for like Bay Area, don't know why I was having a problem saying that. Bay Area thrash. I mean, and just thrash in general, this band. And of course, on Friday, I'm seeing Municipal Waste. I can't wait to see them again. So many thrash metal bands, and I might actually just do a list on that of my favorite thrash metal bands in the future. But once again, Testament, practice what you preach. Right, before I get onto the vinyl, one more CD. This is a band from Norway, they're progressive death metal. Not checked them out, because obviously when people think Norway, they think black metal. But obviously before that, you had death metal bands like Cadaver being a prime example of that. And of course, you got more death metal bands, of course, into the brutal death metal, brutal slam death metal. You got Cranium, which two of the lads are my friends, and of course the vocalist from Cranium, the vocalist, is actually from Portugal, and those are the guys from Gwydion, just to point that out. But anyway, getting back to, and also who's Blood Red Throne, and awesome band, just absolutely fantastic band. And I know their vocalist is taking time off because you've probably seen the post. I'm not going to repeat it. So this band, again, they're from Norway. They're called Flesh Killer. This is their 2017 release, the only release, Awaken. Not heard it, but I will be getting around to it either tonight, long after I play Akilla, or tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. Or I might play this one. You know what? Killer and this one tonight, and then Gwydion tomorrow. For anyone who isn't, anyone who knows this band, I don't really know them. I just thought, well, need to check out some new bands. I'll check out this one. It's the back, goes right there. Got a booklet with lyrics and stuff. Nice piece of art right there. Sometimes I just check out bands and I think, well, because I've done it before. I've checked out bands and like I'm not particularly fond of these guys because there's going to be bands like I don't like every single death metal band, don't like every single thrash metal band, black metal. I mean, I'm not going to like every single band just because they're my favorite genre of black metal, I like bands that I know I like and I know sound good. But this was just completely a blind buy because I've always seen it, and I've never checked them out. So yeah, I'll be checking them out tonight, and I'll let you know what I think. So this is Fleshkiller and Awaken. Now on to a band that I really do like, and I only seen them once, and that was last year in London. This is a single because I heard one of the tracks from this one so far. It's the new release from Blood Incantation, and this is Luminescent Bridge. They always seem to have really, really out there artwork. Well, it's very sci-fi orientated, and of course, another sci-fi death metal band that I can name is Nocturnus, and of course, Nocturnus AD. Of course, that's Mike Browning's other band. Of course, Nocturnus was his band. It's a black vinyl. There we go. Of course, usually when you get a vinyl, it's usually at the side here, but no, it's at the top. It's at the top this time. Now, like, because I know there's going to be people out there that don't know who this band is, but the death metal from Colorado, and 3 of the members are also in another band that a lot of us know called Spectral Voice, and I'm hoping those guys are working on something new for that band, because I have not heard anything from Spectral Voice, and I know Two Mold's got a new release out as well, and I'm going to be listening to that as well, and hopefully buying it soon, because pretty sure I think David might have it in the shop now. I'm not sure yet, but I'm gonna have a look. But yeah, I've heard the first track from this album. Sorry, single. It's a single. I'm looking forward to giving this a really good listen because, like I said, haven't had time to sit down and properly listen to a lot of stuff I have. So, yep. Blood Incantation is one of my favorite death metal bands, and I hope to see them again soon. I hope they come back to the UK because I really enjoyed their set when they played London. That was the only UK show, and it just sold out just like that. Just like that, it just sold out quick. And yeah, they're just a great band. Of course, released on Century Media Records. Just yeah, I love the artwork. It was reminding me of like 2001 Space Odyssey, like basically with the big rectangular cube in the middle. It's probably reminding me of other sci-fi horror films as well, like sci-fi and horror films. Maybe a bit of aliens in the mix as well. But once again, Blood Incantation, Luminescent Bridge. And that's it for me for my update. I will be doing another collection update because there's a lot more I need to buy because I've been going to more gigs. Well, I haven't got very many planned for October. As far as I know, I've got quite a few gigs planned for November. Chat wise, been chatting to a few people about getting them on. I got a few more people that I'm going to contact and see if they are available during the weekend to do some more chat, to do a chat video because I need to get more of those videos up. The underground metal releases, favorite underground metal albums and EPs. Still doing that. Gonna go through my list of what bands are like really underground death metal, thrash. What I have, whatever is like really underground, like ultra underground stuff like from the 90s and 80s will be in a future video because there's quite a few that I didn't show in my Swedish one, my first one I did for the first episode, which was Sweden, because I checked and there was like a few I was like, damn, I forgot to mention those. So I'm gonna do a Swedish one again, and that will be sometime either this month or next month. It might even be in December, because depending on how many chats I get going and then how many collection update videos I got coming up and other things might keep getting pushed back, but I will fit it in. So, but anyway, thank you very much for tuning in to my collection update. No, it's late, get into it, but you can understand why I didn't get around to it when I got back from Iceland. Again, beautiful country, and I will be doing an underground metal release when I can find that album I mentioned by Sorority, the End State. It's probably somewhere, but if I can find it, I don't care how much it is, I'm just going to pay for it. Anyway, keep the banner of metal held high. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next one.